Hi, this is Kerry Stover here tonight at Corny's. I did not put a picture of this motor before we brought it down out. As you can see, this is the whole assembly sitting on the ground. We had to bring the whole assembly down to work with the timing chain. And if you've never seen this, this is quite a masterpiece. That's why I'm not in the picture. It's hard to point out. Like you've heard of dual overhead cam. Well, this is dual overhead cam. There's one cam here, camshaft here, and a camshaft here. Here's the sprockets coming out, and here's the timing chain. Same thing on the other side. It's a V6. You can see again, both camshafts, and both sprockets, and a chain. What's a little different in this engine than some that I've seen, this one runs the camshaft chain down here to another sprocket, as you can see on this one here also. So again, then there's another chain coming from the crankshaft, which is fastened down here. That's where most of the power is delivered from and kept controlled of by the crankshaft down in the bottom. And here's another chain. Well, this particular engine, the timing got out. And what I mean by that, let's say this sprocket right here moved when this one stayed still. Or these two moved and this one stayed. Or possibly this chain has gotten so loose, maybe these guides, that's what this is along the side here, have worn to the point that it can no longer take up the slack that's developed in the chains. And what that does is loss of power, could misfire, should turn the check engine light on, cause a lot of grief. Same thing could have happened down here. This sprocket, well, that's actually shouldn't be loose like that. That should have pressure. But you can see right here, see that little brown part? Get down here close. What that is actually the guide that keeps this chain tight. This piece right here is actually the oil pump. Well, it's pumped with pressure of oil to keep this guide tight against this chain, keep that tight. What that does, these all have to be in circulation at the exact same time, or if they move, now things can happen. You've heard of valves hitting cylinders and causing major head damage. That's what can happen. But this particular case, I'll point the camera right up inside. It's probably going to get dark, but that's the hole that developed. Of course, bringing all that down, you have the transmission and everything. So anyways, I thought I'd give you a quick overview. I know that's a little overhead for a lot of you. This engine doesn't have the intake on, which would go up here where the air comes in. But it's a lot of work. It's about a day and a half plus to take this out, fix it, put it back together. You better know what you're doing, because if you don't do it right, you get to do it all over. And that's something Scott here at Corny's is capable of. He had this out sitting on the floor in the morning. Unfortunately, we had to wait on a device that will hold all of these pieces in place while you change one, hold this all together, put two sections in place while you change this out, and then you put that one in. You have to crank it over and then put this side on. So it's not just a simple procedure for the guy at home. Definitely take it to professional. Nice part about our shop, if you were to take this to the dealership, you would be paying probably $15, $20 an hour more to have this job done. So my hat's off to Scott and his capability. Just really helps us out here at the shop. Hope that educates you a little bit. Make sure you change your oil. Is there any way you can prevent this? Keep the motor tuned up. Have the spark plugs pulled out at 50,000. Just take a look-see, see how they're doing. And I would do that every 50,000 because it depends on how you drive and how they wear. You only need to take one out and look at it. That's my quick tip for tonight. Hope you understand a little bit of what I was talking about. Again, give Corny's a call, 814-797-5937. If you need this type of work done or have an engine problem, we deal with most everything that's going on in there. Thanks again for being with us.